Hey guys, it's Gameface here and welcome back to episode 127 of my Leeds United career mode. Now in today's episode, we're going to again be trying to splash the cash, bringing in some new players. I've been looking at your suggestions as much as possible over the last few episodes, and we're waiting to see whether we can try and bring some in. We've obviously got the first game of the season as well to play, but just a little quick note. I'm not really too sure how I'm going to do this season because recently, since people have been going back to school and things like that, the episodes have been getting a lot less views and that sort of thing. Less people are watching them. Obviously, partly down to the fact that we're very close to the end of FIFA 16 now as well. So it's difficult to kind of have the motivation to keep going when this is going to be another 20 episodes. Usually it will be another 20 episodes to finish this season. So we might have to sim quite a few more games. I want to maybe just keep it to possibly 10 episodes for this whole season. So I don't really want to drag it on for much longer, to be honest. I might have to start doing some double uploads occasionally as well. But I'm going to try and do this final season to end the Leeds United career mode and basically want to try and end it on a high by winning the league, winning the Champions League as well. So I'm going to continue doing it, but obviously I'll just have to accept the fact that not as many people are watching the series at the moment, sadly. Hopefully that obviously picks up when FIFA 17 comes out. So before we get into things, if you could be one of those people that does support the video and the channel, that'd be really appreciated. If you could go ahead and hit 20 likes on this video, that'd be absolutely fantastic. We will be trying to make some more signings. Also, don't forget, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That'd be incredible. And yeah, but basically, I've been looking at your suggestions. I think I've seen one that said Lacazette I should try and get in. Obviously, it's difficult with the fact that I brought in a lot of attacking players recently. That comment was left before I'd brought in the attacking players, so it's difficult to know whether I could fit Lacazette in. But I'm also thinking about maybe making an audacious bid for Messi. Yes, in the final season we might make a move for Messi. I'm going to put in a bid now before this game against Newcastle. We'll put in a couple more bids as well, and we'll see how we get on with those. Okay, here we go. 45 million and Ep, who's worth 15.5. That's a combined fee of just over £60 million. So we're going to see what they say to that. He's got 11 months left on his deal. He should be on the cheap, really, but we are going to put in quite a large bid anyway. He's 95 rated, 33 years old, and obviously with this being the final season, age doesn't really matter. We're also going to put in another bid for Mats Hummels this time. So we are going for some big players at the moment. 89 rated. Again, another player with 11 months on his contract. Now, I think in the last episode I put in a bid for John Stones, which involved Van Dijk as part of that deal, if my memory is correct. So we're going to put in a similar sort of deal, except for Mats Hummels. 13 million is what Van Dijk is worth, and we'll probably go ahead and put maybe 18 million on top of that, so we'll see what they say to that amount. Barcelona obviously won't be too keen to let Mats Hummels go, and I thought, but we'll see what they say to that bid. And we'll also put in, I think, a bid as well for Lacazette, see what they say to that amount. I think it's 87 rated when I checked at Valencia, so we'll wait and see whether we can, but that will probably again be a deal with Ep, so maybe it's just Messi or Lacazette is an obvious choice there, but we'll wait and see what they say to these initial bids that I'm putting in. I think with the Ep deal we've got to maybe put 30 million and Ep in to try and get Lacazette into our side. 87 rated, I'd love to have him in the side as well, but he'd obviously be a very competitive attack. We'd have a lot of really good attackers in the team as well, so we'll see what they say to those. We've got the game against Newcastle now. I will be playing this opening game of the season to try out some of the new players. We'll go with our formation and the team we've currently got out. I don't think there's any more changes I want to make. That's the bench I've gone with as well, so Tevez getting a start here, along with Promes as well, the right winger. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully those new signings can get on the score sheet and get us 3 points in this first match. Come on, I need a really good start to this season. We need the 3 points. I've said before, we won't be playing every single game this season like I've been trying to do in the last couple of seasons. We will have to sim many more matches than we did in the last couple of seasons, purely because we kind of got to quickly race through this season, to be completely honest with you, because we are getting towards the end of FIFA 16 now, and we need to win the league with this team. We need to win the Champions League as well, so we'll be simming a few more matches that are less important and ones that we were expected to win, but I thought I'd just play the opening season, the opening game of the season, just to kind of see how the players perform to begin with. Zuma's won it back finally. It's been a lot of waiting really to win back the ball here. It's happened finally. Dybala onto Tevez. Gonna have to wait and try and play the pass through to Lee Lucas. Doesn't manage to have the touch to keep it with him. Tevez turns, gonna try and get in Quincy. Gonna maybe cut inside here. Onto his right foot, and I won't really class that as a shot to be honest, but apparently it was. Tevez gonna play it out wide to Dybala. Don't have too much height in the middle. We're gonna go for it anyway into the back post. And again finds its way back out to Dybala. Promes is in there. Ramirez. Rubbish shot. We haven't had a clean strike, I don't think, in this match at all. No way. He's through and he's scored 1-0. How have we had 0 shots? I've shown you like 3 of the shots. We've not even... Right, okay, we've not had 0 shots for a start. And apparently they've completely dominated us. Possession-wise, yes. But look at this. In the box, is it Lewis Cook? Goes for the header. Someone launches himself at him. I think that might be Martin's Indy. And now Lewis Cook's injured and rolling around on the floor. Great, we've got an injury from someone flying at him with a header. And now they've scored as well just before half-time. Ridiculous. To be honest, they've not had that many chances in the last 20 minutes. At the start of the game, they had a couple, but really, since we've got going properly in this match, they barely had any chances. So we're losing the game 1-0 just before half-time. The worst time to concede, really. We are not going to make any changes because I don't think we really need to at the moment. There's a couple of players that aren't getting on the ball as much as I hoped. Quincy on the right-hand side hasn't really done as much as I'd hoped. So yeah, we're in a bit of a strange situation at the moment. We're losing the game, and we've got a lot of good players out there, but we just can't really get much of the ball. Reyes. On to Ramirez. Still going here. Ramirez! Oh, it's 1-0. We're back in the game. Straight from kickoff, almost. And we've had, obviously, that free kick there. The build-up play won us the goal. Look at this. Lovely little interchange. Pass, pass, move. And then the Ramirez coming inside to take the strike. 1-0. We're right back in this match. Dybala. On to Quincy. Now on to Tevez. Tevez on to Dybala again, who's going to use his left foot to maybe play this one through to Quincy. Oh, too long. Dybala on to Tevez. Tevez going to wait for the run of Ramirez. He's always looking for that run, but it didn't play it onto the right foot. Oh my days, can't believe there's 10 minutes left. Newcastle have just been trying to see the match out for ages here. And it really just has gone so quick. They're happy to take a draw. I'm not so happy to take a draw, so we are going to make some changes now. What we are going to do is, I think, bring on Silva, take off Tevez, bring in a little bit more, I think, in the midfield. So we'll take off Lewis Cook, bring on Bridcut, and we'll make all 3 changes right now. Okay, I'm not going to hit this one with Quincy because I don't really like shooting from this sort of range. So we are going to lay it off, as I like to do a lot. Maybe hit it now. Oh, I thought it was going in. Needed the extra few yards just to take a shot. I found them, but I couldn't find the back of the net. Just gone wide. Silva takes it into his feet. Now Lucas. Back to Silva. It's a good bit of movement here. Silva couldn't keep hold of it. About 5 minutes left now. Got a bit of added on time. Ramirez trying to get forward. Lee Lucas into Ramirez. Gonna shoot. Saved by Krul. And that might be our final chance. Ah. No way. How the hell has that happened? What? Oh my god, this game is ridiculous. How? I've been in complete control for so long. Oh my days, that's their first shot on target this half. Oh my god, they've scored it as well. 90th minute. Sherlock, final chance. Oh, what is that touch? What is that touch, Sherlock? You're right-footed and you can't even touch it inside. Oh no, that's painful. That's another one of the reasons why I'll be simming quite a few of the matches and only playing the important ones, because stuff like that happens too frequently. We've seen it too often recently. So I'm apologising about that. There's not too much I can really do about the gameplay, but that's just what we're going to have to deal with throughout the season, sadly. They've actually gone ahead, Leicester, and matched the 12 million for Benik Afobe. Brennan Galloway's accepted the new contract. Loads of suspensions are now over. We've also got Kurt Zuma being suspended now, which isn't good for us. But we're just above the relegation zone. We're only a game in, I know, but it's frustrating to lose like that. I'm not saying I deserve to win. I don't think I really did, to be honest. But Newcastle certainly did not deserve to win that. Despite all the possession they had passing around the defence and the few good chances that they had, a couple of shots, but no way was that a 3-pointer for Newcastle. Absolutely not. Should have been a draw. We didn't get it. QPR have actually accepted the bid that I've put in for a player that you didn't know about. I did it off camera at the end of last episode. I thought I'd put in a bid for Chris Wood. And luckily, someone in the comments below of the last, I think it might have been a couple of episodes back, said they wanted me to bring in some of the old Leeds players that we've obviously got rid of ages and ages ago. Chris Wood being one of them, so we are going to hopefully try and get him in. He's obviously going to be a bit of a squad player, so we will give him a squad rotational role 2-year contracts, 30 grand a week. Obviously, these players are not a priority. If we're going to try and sign Messi, then we obviously won't be signing these ex-Leeds players. But if we can't sign Messi, then we'll probably get in a few more squad players and that sort of thing, like Chris Wood. I mean, who would you rather have, Messi or Chris Wood? Matuidi has come back and accepted the contract offer. He's coming straight into this team. I need him. I want him in the side. I think he's everything we're after in that midfield. And John Stones could also potentially join as well if I do decide to accept that one. He's accepted the contract, and that means Van Dijk would go the other way. The not interested in the player included for the Messi deal, same with the Mats Hummels deal, and we've also got Matuidi there joining us. So yeah, I don't think we can go ahead with the Mats Hummels or Messi ones. I don't think we'd have quite enough money, but we are going to go ahead and get in John Stones, get rid of Van Dijk, and yeah, we'll go ahead with that. So we're giving them 20 million as well, Everton, and I'm pretty happy with that bit of business there. 87 rated, and he'll slot nicely into our centre-back position. Don't know whether he'll replace Reyes or Kurt Zouma. I'll have a bit of a better look at the stats as the days go by. But yeah, we do have Matuidi going into CDM. Fantastic player for us, I hope. Valencia have come back and said they're not interested in Entep as part of the deal to sign Lacazette. I think we might have to leave that one there, to be honest. But another Leeds player that we're trying to get back in, Sam Byram, 6 million. Villa have currently got him at the moment. We sold him to Villa. We're going to try and sign him up possibly. Again, we'll see. It depends how much money we have available and that sort of thing. Hopefully you guys want to see him return. I don't really know how much you like him now. He went to West Ham obviously in real life. But still, I think he's a very good player, Byram. And I'm glad that he manages to start some games for West Ham in real life. We've got a player sold here, and that's Benik Afobe. We've got 10 million from that deal. Don't really think I needed Benik Afobe with the players I brought in so far. So we do need another striker. Chris Wood will hopefully be that player. I think we'll bring him in now, actually. He's accepted the contract, and Chris Wood returns. 3.9 million, he's filling in for Benik Afobe, and we need a bit of height going up front. Transfer offer in for Yedlin. Don't want to get rid of him. We'll reject all offers. 13.5 million isn't really enough for my liking. And there's no other right backs I'm particularly interested in at the moment. I've tried to look for new fullbacks, none of which have really interested me. More transfer offers in, this time for Lewis Cook. We want to try and keep him as part of the squad this year, so we'll just reject that one. And a bid in from Barcelona for Nelson, 21 million. Absolutely not. I won't reject all offers though. I'd like to see some of the offers for some of my youngsters that can grow quite well. Byram, another player that could potentially come back here. I think we should sign him. I'm not too sure what overall he is. I think we will accept that. 6 million. Obviously another squad player for us as well. He will play as a squad rotational player. But him and Chris Wood join. Let's find out what overalls they are. Chris Wood, 73 overall. Still got the strength though and the height that we need, which is good off the bench potentially in some games. And obviously Sam Byram there, 77 overall. Okay, now onto the game against Liverpool. The team that I will put out is down the left-hand side there for you guys to look at, including the bench as well. I'm going to sim this match because I've said it before already in this episode. I'll have to sim some games in this season because we need to get through it fairly quickly. I don't want to fly through it, but obviously we've got to do it much quicker than we did the last few seasons. So apologies about that, but that's the way it's going to have to be sometimes. Big game against Liverpool here though. We scored just before half-time with Lucas. Schürrle scores just as we started the second half, and we are now 2-0 up. 20 minutes left. Need to just stay out the rest of this game now. Don't really want to concede. Try and keep the clean sheet if we can. And just as I say that, Firmino scores. We've won the game 2-1 though, got the 3 points, and that is the main thing. Some more transfer offers in, this time for Polis. It's a 1-year loan to Man City. We'll go ahead with that. He obviously won't come back for the whole season, so that's a bit of a shame, but obviously wasn't really going to be used this season for us. Montpellier have come in for Andre Silva. Again, just going to reject that one. Not too interested in getting rid of him, so we'll just reject it for now. Now on to the next game against Chelsea. We've got loads of huge matches, and it kind of annoys me that I'm having to sim them. But I'm going to get through the transfer window, and we'll see how we get on with some of the other matches, whether we do decide to play them or not. We're going to sim the game against Chelsea though. It's an away match. We're going to hopefully try and get the 3 points if we can. And we've drawn the game, so not a terrible result, but obviously not great. We're ideally wanting all 3 points there. Player injured, Yedlin out for 3 days. That's not so bad. We've got actually a Capital One Cup game coming up, so we need to prepare for that. Probably change around the team at some point as well. But again, we won't be playing any more matches in this episode. We're going to be trying to focus on transfers if we can. Some play drills here. We've got players going up. Got the goalkeeper going up to 69 overall, along with Luperto as well, I think it is. That's gone up to 61. So some good players there. Okay, on to the match against Port Vale. We will just sim this one, like I said before. What I'm going to be doing with the rest of the transfer money that I have is probably using it in January, I would imagine, when players are a little bit cheaper, 6 months left on the deal. We don't need to splash it all at once. We'll wait and see in January how much money we need to spend if we need to improve the team. As you saw there, Port Vale, we beat them 2-0 quite comfortably, I think, in the end. Transfer offer in for Brendan Galloway, 7.5 million. I don't think so. Thank you very much. Another player injured. Zlatan's out for 6 weeks. That's the only thing with some of the matches. Players get injured and suspended very easily. More transfer offers, this time for Andre Silva, Hull City. No, thank you. Going to reject that one. I might actually just reject all of them next time round. We've also got Mitch Batiste, who's going to go out on loan for 1 year to Norwich. Don't think I'll really need him in the side now. I've got obviously Sam Byram, who will probably play Mitch Batiste's role in the squad, if you get what I mean there. We've got a game against Man City as well. Again, I'm reluctant to sim it, but I think I'll have to be honest, because I can't really fit it into this episode. And like I said so many times through this episode, we're going to have to kind of speed things up a little bit for this series and for the season. So we've got the game against Man City. We'll sim it, I think, probably... I don't like doing this through the calendar, but it gives us, I think, usually better results. We will sim it through the proper way by sim the match, and I think we'll just keep the same team out there. Can't see any need really to make too many changes. Maybe bring in Kurt Zuma into the side, take Reyes out, and probably put maybe Chilwell, I think, in the reserves, and put Reyes into the side. So here we go, game against Man City, big match. They've also got some good players here, Man City, so it's going to be a tough game. We are at home, so we should have a little bit of an advantage. Let's find out how much of an advantage we do have. Not much by the sounds of it. We've just actually conceded. Otamendi scores into the second half. Nelson's been booked for us. Sterling's made it 2. Schürrle's come on. It's really not going well for us here, is it? Let's be honest. 20 minutes left. Dybala gets one back. Is there enough time to get a draw here? There's less than 5 minutes left now, and we've lost the game 2-1. Wow, not been the greatest start to the season, but when you play such good teams, it's always going to be a little bit slow to get going. So yeah, 4 points from the first 4 games isn't ideal, but still averaging a point a game is not great, but it's not terrible either. So we are about mid-table at the moment. We've got obviously a lot of player drills there, quite a few players going up in attributes, so many close to going up in overall as well, so hopefully that happens over the next few weeks. We're going to go up to transfer deadline day and then end the episode here, so I can find out about any last ditch deals that you want me to try and make from the comments below of other episodes. So that is it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Apologies about the fact that I'm having to sim so many games. Hopefully you guys understand that, because obviously it's getting towards the end of FIFA 16 now. It's very, very close to FIFA 17, the demo coming out as well. So I can't really stretch this out for another month, really, can I? When, let's be honest, the demo comes out in maybe a week or something by the time this video goes up. So we're really not that close from the demo now. So really apologise about that, but it's again something I'm going to have to do, speed these episodes up a little bit. So that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you could go ahead and hit 20 likes on this video, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That'd be really appreciated. As I've said, episodes usually aren't like this. It won't be like this on FIFA 17 either, but it's just because we're kind of in that awkward time on FIFA 16 at the moment that I'm having to do the episodes like this. That is it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.